Okay, good afternoon. So, in the last lecture, we have covered the procedure of the design of built-up column. So today we will see the example based on the design of built-up column using lacing system. Okay, so we have seen the procedure of the procedure for the design of built-up column by using the lacing system. Okay, so I think we have written one example, but actually in that example the load is very less. So we will continue, actually we will see the next example that you can write down. That example you can solve afterwards as a homework or as a practice work. Okay, so we will see the example based on the design of lacing system. Okay, so write down example statement. So design of built up column, design of built up column by using by using by using lacing flat or lacing system, by using lacing system. Okay, so write down example number one. Example number. Okay, so write down design.
Sir, we have already written the problem.
No, that I told initially. We will see the second next example, because in that example the load is very less. So we will see next example, and that earlier whatever example statement you have written, that for that you can solve as a practice after solving this. So you can write down the next statement or next example. Okay, so this example we will solve, and you can solve whatever I have given that for the practice. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So design a built-up column. Design a built-up column 8 meter long. Design a built-up column 8 meter long to carry a factored load, to carry a factored load of 1800 kilonewton, to carry a factored load of 1800 kilonewton, full stop. Factored load of 1800 kilonewton, full stop. The column is restrained. The column is restrained in position. The column is restrained in position, but not in direction, at both ends. At both ends, full stop. The column is restrained in position but not in direction at both ends. It means this is the, they have given the condition, end condition they have given, full stop. Design the column, design the column section, using, design the column section using the two channels TWO, the two channels placed face to face, two channels placed face to face, face to face, and suitable lacing, suitable lacing with bolted connection, full stop, draw design sketches and assume Fy is equal to 250 MPa and Fu is equal to 410 MPa. So this is the problem statement they have given to us. So with this we will solve we will design the built up column by using the lacing system. Okay, so so we will go with the procedure. Okay, so what is step 1? So what is step 1? I think calculate factored load, correct?
Yes, sir.
Calculate factored load. So this is very lengthy problem. So factored load we have to calculate. So factored load is equal to F is equal to 1.5 into service load or working load. Service load or working load. So actually the factored load is directly given in the problem statement. So directly we can write factored load F is equal to, in the problem statement they have given directly factored load. So the load is a 1800 kilonewton. Got it? So this is the factored load. Then we will move towards the step 2. So step 2 is calculate. Step 2 is the calculate required gross area. Required gross area. So AG required is equal to F divided by FCD. F divided by FCD. So here, how much value we have to assume for FCD?
19 to 120.
So there are two values already given. So please read properly. When we can use the 92 120 Newton per mm square and when we use the 152 180 Newton per mm square. Please read that two lines properly. When that use. For single or double angle we have to design, that time only 90 to 120 we have to use. And when we are designing column, that means channel section, I section is there, at that time we have to use 150 to 180. So is this correct? We have written in detail when we have to use this. So in the procedure at 150 to 180. So how much we will assume? So we will assume 150 Newton per mm square. Okay. So calculate the area. So AG required is equal to, so factored load is 1800 into 10 raised to 3 divided by, so FCD is a 150. So how much is the area?
12.
12,000, correct? 12,000 mm square. 12,000 mm square is the required area. So in the tension member or in the compression member, we have seen that area. So there are only hardly 1300, hardly 1000 mm square area is required. So here how much area is required? 12,000. But are you getting? So 12,000. So that we are using here channel section or I section as a column, because heavy sections are required, because the 12,000 area, this much size is required to carry the 1800 kilonewton load. So this 1800 kilonewton is a big load on the column. So in the tension member, in the compression member, we have seen 100 kilonewton load, 220 kilonewton load, 300 kilonewton. So that is the very less load. But here load is a very high, 1800. So for that we have to require 12,000. But here how, which section we have to require? Please read this problem statement. Design the column section using two channels placed face to face. It means what?
I section.
No. Please read here. I have read here two channels. Two channels we have to use. Where is I section? We have, where we have written the I section. So please forgot earlier example, whatever we have written. This is the example we are solving here. So two channels we have to use. It means this 12,000 area is for one channel or two channel?
Two channels.
Two channels. So we have to divide by 2, because two channels are not available in our IS code, similar to angle section. So here we have to select one and then we have to multiply by 2 at the earliest. Okay. So 12,000 is the total area required for two channels. So we will now calculate the area for single channel. Okay. So for, write down here, for one channel AG required is equal to 12,000 divided by 2 is equal to 6,000 mm square. Are you getting? So whatever 12,000 area is there, this is for the single, so for the double channel. So we have to use the two channels. It means for single channel, the 6,000 mm square is the required area. Okay, so now go to step 3. Go to step 3. Okay, so what is step 3? What is step 3? Select
the suitable channel.
Select the suitable channel. Okay, we have to select here suitable channel. Suitable channel matching required area. It means required area ला match होणाराच आपल्याला channel select करायचे ना. Match means it is 6,000 or more than 6,000 area is required. So for that we have to find the properties. Now select this section first. Okay, so we have to go for the channel. So now go into the steel table. See, where is channel section? So we have to use channel. Okay, so I think here channel is there. This is I section. So here channel section is. Okay, so if you see the third column, that is the sectional area. So in this sectional area, we have to require 6,000 mm square area. So for that, which section is available? Yes, which available? So generally ISMC generally use this ISMC channel for heavy load. If the load is greater than 1000 kilonewton, then this ISMC medium channel you can ISMC section you can choose. So see, this is the your so this is the your area section. So which we can use?
Sir, 6293.
6293. It means ISMC 400. This section, correct?
Yes, sir.
This is the 6290. Are you seen my screen?
Yes, sir.
So here this ISMC 400, this section we can use, and having this section having the area is 6293. Are you getting? So now, so 6293 means 62.93 centimeter square. It means 6293 mm square. Okay, so we have to see find the other properties also. Okay. Okay, so it means ISMC 400 we can select. Okay, so now find the properties. What is AG? AG is a 6293 mm square. Now write down all properties. IXX, IYY. Other properties you can write also. Here. Actually, instead of this IYY, we have to require IZZ. Because why? Because this IZZ is the IXX. Because we are providing the section in the direction of the Z. So here IZZ they have written. Have you seen here? This is IZZ. This IZZ is the IXX actually. So you can select, take this IXX. We can call as a IZZ when we use the channel section instead of IXX. So this value. So this both value IXX and IYY value you can take. Okay. So now tell me these values IXX or we can say IZZ. This value you can tell me. Then you can tell me CYY value, then thickness of flange, then thickness of wave, then R minimum, which is R minimum you can find, then thickness of flange, thickness of wave, and thickness of okay, thickness of flange is there. Okay, so this much you can tell me how much this IXX IZZ, because I have to share the screen then close that so you can now we have selected section. Now you can tell me these values. How much this value IZZ? or IXX we can say
15082.8.
15082.8
82.8.
into, this is centimeter raised to 4. Okay, so if we multiply by 10 raised to 4, then this will be in the mm raised to 4. Then IYY
504.8.
504.8 into 10 raised to 4 mm raised to 4. Okay, so next CYY
2.42 centimeter.
2.42 centimeter, it means 24.2 mm. So all the values required in Newton or mm. Thickness of flange, please loudly tell me, I will write fast.
Thickness of flange is 15.3 and thickness of web is 8.6.
8.6 mm. And R minimum, R value
7.5.
here, RXX RYY is given, no?
Yes, sir.
So how much?
7.5.
7.5. Where is 7.5?
सर ISMC 400 मध्ये दोन व्हॅल्यूज आहेत 15 आणि 7.5 R1 and R2 त्यातली मिनिमम
No,
7.
that is please read the nomenclature of that particular R1 and R2. These are the not radius of gyration. This is the root. कुठे आहे तारे? इथं मी शेअर केलेली स्क्रीन मध्ये हिथं रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशन आहे. कुठे आहे रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशन? This is the radius of gyration. This is the RXX and this is the RYY. So you are saying the next page R1 and R2, these are the root. Root म्हणजे काय? जो चॅनलचा आतला पार्ट आहे त्याचा कर्वेचर, त्याला रूट म्हणतो आपण. This is not a radius of gyration. RXX and RYY here. Moment of inertia च्या immediate just पुढचे columns. Are you seeing this?
2.83 येतोय मग.
मग okay, so here 2.83 and this is 15.48. So 15.48, it means it is 154 and second is a 28.3. So 28.3 is the less. Are you getting? So 28.3 mm. Got it? So 28.3. 28.3. So which is the minimum? Which is the minimum here?
28.3.
28.3, but which RXX or RYY? That we have to write, no?
RYY.
So R minimum is equal to RYY is equal to 28.3 mm. In that way you have to write. So this is the properties which required for the design of this built-up column. Got it? Okay. So everyone has written this. So then we will go next.
No, sir. 1 minute, please.
Please write down fast. Don't waste time. Simultaneously you can write. or then go to step 4. Step 4. What is step 4? What is step 4? Calculate slenderness ratio, correct?
Yes, sir.
Calculate slenderness ratio, that is lambda. So here we have to use that lambda is equal to 1.05 lambda c. Lambda c. Okay. So here we have to find out lambda c. So lambda c is the KL divided by R minimum. So KL is the your effective length. So okay, so KL effective length we have to find out here. So how to calculate effective length? So there are effective length we can calculate depends upon the boundary conditions or end conditions. Okay, so boundary conditions or end conditions. So what are the boundary conditions? Here they have given sentence. What sentence they have given? The column is a restraint in position but not in direction. See here, boundary condition they have given. What boundary condition? The column is a restraint in position but not in direction. So go on the page number 44, everyone. Page number 40, 44 or 35, where they have given this. IS code we have to open. On the page number 45, is this screen is visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So what happened? What happened? Now visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this page is given. So on this particular page, the boundary conditions are given. So if you read the what they have written, this is very important, because on the basis of this page, the 100% one MCQ you will ask in all the type of examination, your university examination, then all competitive examination on this particular page. म्हणजे एंड जे आहेत कॉलमचे त्याची फिक्सिटी कंडिशन कोणती आहे? आयदर दे हॅव फिक्स, आयदर दे हॅव हिंज, आयदर दे हॅव फ्री. Depends upon this condition, your effective length will change. So here they have given boundary condition. If you see, we will read this particular page. So what here written? Boundary conditions means end conditions. One end, another end. It means this is the column, this column having two ends. This is one end, this is two end. So at one end, at second end. So at one end, translation is there, rotation is there. Second end, translation is there, rotation is there. What is translation? What is rotation? If such buckling is there, it means here rotation is there. If such buckling is there, it means what happened here? Rotation takes place. This is the rotation. This is the theta rotation. It means at one end the rotation is there. Okay, so you got idea about the rotation. Rotation म्हणजे काय समजलं? अशा पद्धतीने जर तुमचं एंड जर मूव्ह होत असेल तर what is this? This is the rotation. Got it? Okay, now what is translation? So translation, it means if this condition is happen, it means this is the original position, This is the original position and this is the your second position. So how much displacement is there? That is translation. This is translation and this is rotation. It means due to this your compressive load, this column will buckle. This column will buckle. It means the rotation takes place at the end. So when that depends on the boundary condition. If we have seen, if hinged supports are there, at that time, this is the hinged supports. So their rotation is allowed, but translation is not allowed here. So it means if we write R and if we write T, this first condition here R, here T is there. In this case, the rotation is allowed, translation is not allowed. If we see fixed condition, you can see the images, schematic presentation is given. Fixed condition. So what is there in the fixed condition? Both translation and rotation is not allowed. So restraint is, it means not allowed, and pre, it means it is allowed. If you see this particular sketches, restraint, meaning of restriction is not allowed and meaning of pre is allowed. So translation rotation at one end and both at other end, and for that they have given effective depth, if you see. So now this is the hinged. See here, this is the hinged. So support is there. So this holes they have given, it means buckling is like this. So if buckling, this is the hinge, then if you see here, where is restraint given and where is pre given? Translation, what I have written hinged, translation is not allowed. It means restraint they have written. And rotation is allowed, means it means free to rotate. Are you getting whatever I have telling you here? Are you getting whatever I am telling here, that you are understanding?
Yes, sir.
So this page is very important. So now we have to go in our problem statement. So problem statement, they have whatever they have given. So their words are different. So what is same word? So translation is in the IS code and rotation. These two words are available in IS code. So, and here they are given another two words. So translation is equal to direction and rotation is equal to position. Are you getting? Translation means direction. So this is the change in direction. Are you getting here? See here, second figure. Change in direction is there. From original position to deflection is there. It means direction is changes. Sorry. This is the just minute. As I read written wrong. Position and rotation, it means direction. Translation, it means position. So from this position to your second position, that is the position shifted, and direction, it means this is the original direction and your second direction this way. So this word please remember, this is very, very important. Translation वरती समासामध्ये लिहा. Translation, it means position, and rotation, it means direction. Are you getting? Translation, it means position, and rotation, it means direction. Please write down, because in many problem statement this position and direction word they have used. Are you getting? So write down. So this write down in the. So now which condition they have told as per the our problem statement? Who will tell me? Who will tell me? Translation.
Rotation.
Translation it means position and rotation it means direction. Have you write the? Have you written this in your
Yes, sir.
top of the your notebook? So now in our problem statement you can search what sentence they have given. So restrain it means not allowed, so they have used restrain word. So what is meaning of that? So it means which condition they have given out of this. Which condition they have given? What written? That read first. What they have written? They have written restrained in position. Restrained in position, but not in direction. What is the meaning of this? Restrained in position means what?
Translation.
Position means translation. Okay. T. Direction means what? Rotation. Okay. So T and R we have written. Now, restrained in position means what? Translation is there.
Translation.
Translation is restrained. It means not allowed. So translation is not allowed, but not in direction. It means what is not in direction? It means restrain in position, but not in direction. It means rotation is allowed. डायरेक्शन मध्ये नाही त्याचा अर्थ काय झालं? रोटेशन अलाउड आहे की नाही? सिंपल आहे. आर यू गेटिंग?
No, sir.
See, the restrain in position. Position means translation that I have written here. Okay, position. Just a minute. Okay, see. So here position and translation. So what is position means? What I have written given in writing. What is position means? What?
Translation.
T. Here I have written T. Direction means what?
Rotation.
So here I have written R. Got it? Okay. So now whether the translation is allowed or rotation is allowed, that we have to mark here. Okay. So restrain in position. So what is meaning of restrain?
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Restrain in position. So position means translation. So either whether the translation is allowed?
No.
Not. So I have marked here this symbol. Correct? Got it now? Got
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So now second thing, rotation. So but not in direction. So what is meaning of this? But not in direction.
Rotation is allowed.
हा, डायरेक्शन मध्ये तो कॉलम नाहीये म्हणजे रोटेशन अलाउड आहे. हा, नाउ ड्रॉ द फिगर. रोटेशन इज अलाउड ऍट बोथ दी एंड. सांगितले त्यांनी ऍट बोथ दी एंड्स म्हटले. ऍट बोथ दी एंड्स. म्हणजे इथं पण रोटेशन अलाउड आहे आणि इथं पण रोटेशन अलाउड आहे. इट मीन्स व्हॉट? हिअर थीटा इज देअर, हिअर थीटा इज देअर. सो विच इज दिस कंडिशन?
Second condition.
What is second condition? So what is L effective here?
1.
1.0 L. Got it, everyone? It means this is the hinged support. हिंज सपोर्ट म्हणजे हिंज आहेत, हिंजला रोटेशन. दरवाजा पाहिला आपला दरवाजा जिथं फिक्स केलेला आहे तिथून रोटेट होत असतो की नाही. सो रोटेट म्हणजे तो हिंज सपोर्ट असतो. म्हणजे काय असतं, तिथून एक पिन इन्सर्ट केलेली असते, तो कोणत्याही डायरेक्शनला रोटेट होत असतो. आर यू गेटिंग? सो दॅट इज दी हिंज सपोर्ट रोटेशन. फिक्स्ड म्हणजे ती फिक्स झालं, तिथून ते हलत नाही, दॅट इज दी फिक्स. सो यू कॅन सी हिअर सिम्बॉल्स. हिंजला इथं गोल दिलेला आहे, फिक्सला डायरेक्टली असं केलेलं आहे फिक्स्ड, आणि हिंजला काय केलंय त्या ठिकाणी गोल केलेलं आहे. आर यू गेटिंग? प्लीज रीड दिस पेज प्रॉपरली, देन अँड देन यू विल अंडरस्टँड. तुम्ही जर हे पेज आणि 1 to 1 रेस्टेंट काय, प्री काय, त्याच्यावरून स्केच कसं आहे, त्याच्यावरून त्याची इफेक्टिव्ह लेंथ काय, इफ यू read this properly, then you will understand. In our example, you got this condition.
Yes, sir.
So now we will go here. What is L effective? L effective is a 1.0 L, correct?
Yes, sir.
So 1.0 L. So how much L? L is 8. It means 8,000 mm. So how much this value? 8,000 mm. Got it? How we have calculated effective length here? जर फिक्स्ड असतं तर काय केलं असतं, 0.65 into 8,000 केलं असतं. ओके, दुसरी फिक्सची कंडिशन असती तर, आणि त्याचं मल्टिप्लिकेशन करून एल इफेक्टिव्ह लिहिले असते. ओके, सो हियर दिस इज दी युअर इफेक्टिव्ह लेंथ. ओके, so now calculate lambda c. So lambda c is equal to 8,000 divided by how much r minimum? We have written here 28.3. So now calculate lambda c.
282.68.
282.68. 282.62 इतके येते. Oh, sorry. So in built-up column, actually, in built-up column, this R minimum we have to take as a RXX value always, because this is the built-up column. This is not a single column. कारण का एकाची जर इथली RXX घ्यायची असती, आपण घेताना RXX कोणाची घेतली हो, फक्त एका सिंगल चॅनलची घेतली, करेक्ट? So this is a built-up column. So we have to take RXX is equal to we have to take R minimum is equal to RXX in built-up column. लक्षात ठेवा. So here we have to take this value. Please erase this and write down. So here RXX is equal to how much? RXX 155 होती ना. RXX ची व्हॅल्यू किती होती instead of this? किती आहे RXX ची व्हॅल्यू? R minimum is we have to consider as a RXX, that is how much?
15.48.
15.48. 15.48, it means how much this? 15.48. So 15.48, it means 154.8, correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now why Okay, so 154.8 mm. So I will tell you why we are taking this maximum value, because whatever RYY value we have seen, that is 28.3. This is for single channel only. Are you getting? This is for single channel only. So single channel only. So single channel, but this is the built up channel. So for built up channel, we are taking a maximum, that is a RX6. Are you getting? So that we have taken here RX6. Got it? So by mistake, I have told this value, but this is for single channel. Single channel, you can take this 28.3, but double built up section is there. At that time, RX6 value we have to take. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please remember this or write down. For built up channel, you can write down there. For built up channel, we have to take RX6 is the minimum radius of gyration, like this. Okay, so now here put the value, this value 154. Now put this value 154.8.
51.67.
51.67. Lambda having no unit. Okay, so this is lambda C. Now find out lambda E. 1.05 into 51.67. So how much this value?
54.25.
54.25. Okay, so this is the our slenderness ratio. And this, if this value is less than 145, ही जर व्हॅल्यू 145 पेक्षा कमी असेल तर वी आर कॉलिंग, सॉरी 145 नाही, सॉरी
150 ना?
नाही नाही 100 ही नव्हे, ही व्हॅल्यू 88.68 काहीतरी लिहिलं होतं. जर असेल तर त्याला आपण शॉर्ट कॉलम म्हणतो. दिस इज अ शॉर्ट कॉलम. आणि 88 पेक्षा जर जास्त असेल तर त्याला आपण लॉंग कॉलम म्हणतो. ओके, सो दिस इज अ शॉर्ट कॉलम. So the buckling is less if the short column is there, and if the long column is there, it means greater than this 88, your slenderness ratio is there, then your buckling will be more, and we are calling as a long column if slenderness ratio is greater than 88.68. So this is our short column. Okay, or okay, go fast. We have to cover one more section, but second section is so easy and there is no variety, so we can solve only one problem on each unit. There is no any difficulty. Okay, so shall I go next? So step 5.
ते मगाशीच 88.68 कुठनं आलं काय कळलं नाही.
थेरी मध्ये मी तुम्हाला शॉर्ट कॉलम आणि लॉंग कॉलमची डेफिनेशन सांगितले होते, आठवतंय का कुणाला? थेरी ज्यावेळी पीपीटी शेअर केल्या होत्या मी तुम्हाला लिहायला सांगितलं होतं, मी नोटबुक मध्ये लिहिले का?
Short column
Yes, sir.
88.85.
88.85 आहे.
हा, ओके, काहीतरी आहे ते 88.85. ओके, सो इफ द L by this KL by R minimum value is less than 88.85, then your column we can call as a short column, and if this is greater than this value, it will be the long column. आणि जितका लॉंग कॉलम तेवढं बकलिंग जास्त होणार, जितकं शॉर्ट कॉलम तेवढं तुमचं बकलिंग कमी होणार. सो दिस इज दी कंडिशन्स. So that I have written while dictating theory part. So I think some of the students have written this. Okay, so got it? Who have asked question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, step 5. So what is step 5? What is step
Buckling
5?
class.
Calculate.
Select the buckling class.
Buckling class.
Select the buckling class. So which section we have used here? Which section
Channel
we have?
section.
Channel section. Select the buckling class. So we have used here channel section. So for channel section, which buckling class is there? For channel section, buckling class is C, except I section. Other all section buckling class is C. लक्षात ठेवा हे. फक्त आय सेक्शन असेल तरच पेज नंबर 44 वरती आपल्याला जावं लागतं बकलिंग क्लास सिलेक्ट करण्यासाठी. और ऑल अदर सेक्शन्स द बकलिंग क्लास इज सी. ते पेज नंबर 44 वरती दिलेलं आहे. तुम्ही रीड केलंच पाहिजे, IS कोड वाचलाच पाहिजे, तरच समजणार आहे त्या गोष्टी. What it? Buckling class is C. Okay. So next step, step number 6. So buckling class is C for channel section. That is given. You can go on page number 44 where channel sketch is given. You can see we are designing the column with the help of this IS. We are designing the every steel structure with the help of IS 800-2007. का म्हणायचं नाही, कारण का त्याच्यावरती भरपूर स्टडी केलेला आहे. असे भरपूर सारे चॅनल सेक्शन तोडलेत त्यांनी, टेस्ट केलेत त्याच्यावरती, आणि त्यानुसार हे पॅरामीटर्स आणि IS कोड डिझाईन झालेला आहे. आर यू गेटिंग? असंच कुणी तुम्ही आम्ही डिझाईन केलेलं नाहीये. सो each and every section has tested under the UTM or under any other type of machine, and their properties they have find out, and for the with the help of this they have prepared the IS code, that is the Indian standard. ते असं झालेलं नाहीये, आणि हे IS कोड तुम्ही आणि मी तयार केलेला नाहीये. हा IS कोड आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये मोठ्या मोठ्या इंडस्ट्रीजचे MD CEO असतात की ज्यांचा इतका अभ्यास असतो ह्या 1-to-1 व्हॅल्यूचा, की ते असे 25 एक लोक असतात त्या कमिटीमध्ये. ते लोकांनी तेही जर बघायचं असेल तर IS कोडच्या पहिल्या किंवा दुसऱ्या तिसऱ्या पेज वरती आहे, कोण इन्व्हॉल्व होतं हा IS कोड डिझाईन करताना, तेही बघा. सो यू कॅन सी हाऊ मेनी इंडस्ट्रीज, मे बी सपोज L&T or any म्हणजे एखादी मोठी कंपनी असू शकते की ज्या कंपनीचे CEO MD वगैरे एखाद असू शकतात. याचे ते तर दिलेलं आहे त्या IS कोड मध्ये पहिल्या दुसऱ्या का तिसऱ्या पेज वरती. यू कॅन सी who is involved in this particular, or government, any engineering or IIT colleges, सिव्हिल फील्ड मधला एखादा तिथला एक्सपर्ट असेल किंवा तिथले हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट असतील IIT चे सिव्हिल फील्डचे. सो सच पीपल्स आर इन्वॉल्व फॉर हियर मेकिंग दिस IS कोड. ओके. So buckling class is C for channel section. Then what is step 6?
Calculate design compressive stress.
Calculate design compressive stress. Design compressive stress, that is FCD. So how we can calculate FCD?
Using buckling class and slenderness ratio.
Good. Using buckling class and slenderness ratio. So slenderness ratio is calculated in step number 4, and buckling class we have selected in step number 5. So for buckling class C, now where we have to go for buckling class C? From page number 43, table number 9C. For page number 43, table number 9C, class C, buckling class C. So this page is for buckling class C, table number 9C, and for that we have to calculate the value of lambda and FC. They are given these values. So our lambda is a calculated lambda is a 54.25, correct? So this 54.25 value is in between which value? कशाच्या मध्ये आहे ही 54.20? You can go on the table number this 9C. This is in between 50 to 60, correct? It means this is we are calling as a lambda 1, this is calling as a lambda 2. For this 50 and for this 60, find the value of FCD. So this is FCD 1, this is FCD 2, and this is FCD which we have to find. Now tell me for a 50 and for 60. Sorry. We have to go on page number 42 or 43?
42.
42, sorry. Here I have written 43. 42 लिहिलेलं आहे.
43.
Sorry, 42 वरती जायचं आपल्याला. On page number 42, table number 9C, we have to go. Now tell me. So see here. Our value is 54.25. So it is in between. It is in between which value? This is KL by R minimum.
50 to 60.
50 to 60. So that's why I have written. आणि आपली FY value किती आहे? What is FY value?
250.
250.
So this is the 250 column. So now in this line we have to find the value for 50 and 60. So how much for 50
183.
and for 60?
160.
मग याच्यामधली 54.26 साठी FCD ची व्हॅल्यू याच्या दोन्हीच्या मध्ये असेल. आर यू गेटिंग? सो 180 and 168. So this is the 183 and this is the 168. Now we have to find this value by interpolation. Lambda is known. For this lambda value we have to find FCD. This lambda is in between 50 to 60. So for 50 FCD value is 183 and for 60 FCD value is 168. It means the FCD value for this 54.24 is in between this 180 to 168. So now we have to find the FCD value. Okay, so there is formula for calculation of FCD value we have written in the last lecture. So FCD is equal to, what is formula? FCD is equal to FCD1 minus lambda 1 divided by lambda 2 minus lambda 1. Have you written this formula in the last lecture? FCD1 minus FCD2. बरोबर आहे का? असंच लिहिलं ना? Please see in the procedure we have written this formula. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now write down. So FCD is equal to FCD1 is 183 minus lambda minus lambda 1. So lambda is 54.25 minus lambda 1 is 50. 60 minus 50 into FCD1 183 minus 168. So how much FCD value in Newton per mm square, design compressive stress
176.64.
176.64, correct? So this is the FCD, design compressive stress for calculated slenderness ratio. जो आपण लॅम्बडा कॅल्क्युलेट केला त्या लॅम्बडासाठी 54.25 लॅम्बडासाठी हाऊ मच व्हॅल्यू इज देअर ऑफ FCD, म्हणजे त्या लॅम्बडासाठी त्या मेंबर मध्ये स्ट्रेस किती जनरेट होणार आहे? दिस मच स्ट्रेस विल बी जनरेटेड. आर यू गेटिंग? म्हणजे बघा एक कॉलम आहे, त्या कॉलमची लेंथ 8 मीटर आहे. या कॉलम वर जर 1800 किलोन्यूटनचा कॉम्प्रेसिव्ह लोड आला तर हा कॉलम असा बकल होणार आहे. आपण एक मी प्रॉब्लेम जो आहे तो प्रॉब्लेम इथं तुम्हाला दाखवावं लागलोय न्यूमरिकली आपण कसा करतोय. या 1800 लोडला हा असा बकल होणार आहे. त्याचा बकल होतोय म्हणजे त्याचा स्लेंडरनेस रेशो म्हणजे इफेक्टिव्ह लेंथ किती आहे, त्या इफेक्टिव्ह लेंथला जर त्याच्या रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशन ही कशावर डिपेंड असते तर त्याच्या जिओमेट्रीवरती. आर यू गेटिंग? तर त्या इफेक्टिव्ह लेंथला कॅरी इफेक्टिव्ह लेंथ जी आहे म्हणजे सपोर्ट टू सपोर्ट लेंथ, त्या सपोर्ट टू सपोर्ट लेंथ वरती जर 1800 किलोन्यूटन लोड कॅरी होणार असेल तर हे कॅल्क्युलेशन केलं तर आपल्याला लॅम्बडाची व्हॅल्यू मिळेल, म्हणजे त्याचा स्लेंडरनेस रेशो मिळतो, म्हणजे तो किती बकल होत आहे. मग या बकलिंग वरून आपण काय करणार आहे, काय करतोय तर हा बकल झाला म्हणजे या पॉइंट मध्ये स्ट्रेस किती जनरेट झाली, बकल झाला म्हणजे FCD कॉम्प्रेसिव्ह स्ट्रेस किती जनरेट झाली ती कॅल्क्युलेट केली. आर यू गेटिंग? आपण काय करतोय आणि मग एवढी स्ट्रेस जनरेट होतोय तर तो किती लोड कॅरी करेल आपण प्रोव्हाइड केलेला सेक्शन जो आहे तो. सो दॅट इज दी डिझाईन. येते का लक्षात? मी हे काय काय तुम्हाला न्यूमरिकली थेरॉटिकल स्टेटमेंटचं न्यूमरिकली सांगायला लागलोय, असं होऊ शकतं. कोण काय होय म्हणत नाही. Okay, so this is the step 6. Now step 7. So step 7 is a calculate design compressive strength. That is PD. So PD is equal to, now here built up channel is there, so 2 into FCD into AG. Got it? So 2 is for 2 channel, FCD is a 176.64 into gross area is a of one column is how much? One channel section is
6,000.
No, that is the required area 6,000, but whatever section we have used, AG of section, whatever section, ISMC 400
6293.
63
6293.
6293. Got it? Now do the calculations. So how much value of PD?
$22.23 into 10 raised to 3.
22.23 into 10 raised to 3. It means 2223 kilonewton, correct? $22.23 into 10 raised to 3. Is this correct? Whatever I have written, 2223.
Sir, 2.223 into 10 raised to 6 answer यायला लागलाय.
मग बरोबर आहे की 2.223 into 10 raised to 3 म्हणजेच मी लिहिलेलं बरोबर आहे हो सगळं. करा की तुम्हाला आता ते तर कॅल्क्युलेशन जमले पाहिजेत की 10⁻³ चं 10⁻6 चं कन्वर्जन दिस इज 2.22 याला जर 10⁻6 न मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर हे 2220 होतंय ना बरोबर की नाही आणि जर 22.23 इंटू 10⁻³ जरी केलं तर हे पण 2223 किलोन्यूटन बरोबर आहे की नाही
येस
सो
सर
दिस अशी कॅल्क्युलेशन तुम्हाला पण फास्ट जमली पाहिजेत की नाही हे ह्याचं मिनिंग आहे 10⁻³ म्हणजे 1000 न मल्टिप्लाय 10⁻6 मीन्स 5 झिरो असणार आहेत मग ह्याच्यावरती 5 झिरो लावले की ते 3 झिरो किलोन्यूटन मध्ये जाणार आणि 3 झिरो किलोन्यूटनचं न्यूटन मध्ये कन्वर्जनला जाणार सो इन दिस वे okay so this is the final answer 2223 kilonewton it is greater than 1800 kilonewton it means this is the coming load and this is the load carried 1800 किलोन्यूटन इतका लोड येतोय आणि घेतला जातो किती 2223 it means hence safe means whatever section we have provided that section is a safe for to take 1800 kilonewton load प्रोव्हाइड केलेला सेक्शन 62 रिक्वायरमेंट 6000 होती आपण प्रोव्हाइड केला 6293 it means this 6293 is a safe area for this particular section it means whatever section we have provided that is the safe to carry this 1800 kilonewton load got it अलग लक्षात okay then next step number 8 what is step number 8 step number 8 is calculate spacing between channels so channels are used it means calculate spacing between channels that is S it means what the channels are placed see channels are placed like this correct face to face so here what is yes is a wave to wave distance yes is a wave to wave distance so this is your CYY so this is actually y-axis this is x-axis this is y1 because channel first y1 channel 2 y2 it means y1 axis is a CG of channel 1 y2 axis is a CG of channel 2 and y is a combined y axis of this whole built up section and x is a x-axis is a x-axis of both combined channel section got it this sketch actually sorry this is not a this is not CYY CYY is a this is yes this is total yes sorry yes is this sorry something I have written wrong here yes is this total आणि मग तुमचं H this is H this is CYY and this is H H म्हणजे काय आहे H is the distance between CG of channel to the y axis म्हणजे दोन y1 y आणि y2 ह्याच्यामधलं या दोन ऍक्सिस मधलं डिस्टन्स h आहे, y आणि y1 या दोन्ही ऍक्सिस मधलं पण डिस्टन्स h आहे. ओके, सो CYY is the centroidal distance from this to this. Okay, so now what procedure we have given? So IZZ is equal to or IXX, कारण का कंबाईन सेक्शन मध्ये XX ऍक्सिस म्हणजे Z ऍक्सिस होतोय. So IZZ or IXX is equal to 2 into IXX. So 2 into why 2? Because two channels are there, so that's why 2. So what is the value of IXX? It is 1.5. Tell me first.
0.82
0.82
0.8 into 10 raised to 4.
into 10 raised to 4. So how much this?
301.65
301
0.65 into 10 raised to 6.
0.65 into 10 raised to 6 mm raised to 4. This is the moment of inertia of combined or built up channel. मगाशी आपण पाठीमागे जो लिहिलेला होता तो कशाचा होता? सिंगल चॅनल सेक्शनचा होता. सो दिस इज दी कंबाईन. आर यू गेटिंग? फॉर अबाउट एक्स ऍक्सिस. नाउ अबाउट वाय ऍक्सिस. सो वाय ऍक्सिस मुवमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया आपण ज्यावेळी कॅल्क्युलेट करतोय त्यावेळी तो आता बिल्टअप सेक्शनचा काढायचा. इथं एक्स ऍक्सिस भोवती ज्यावेळी कॅल्क्युलेट केला तो डायरेक्टली मल्टिप्लाय बाय 2 केलं, बिकॉज दिस इज अ सिमेट्रिक. एक्स ऍक्सिस इज अ सिमेट्रिक. Now, but this y-axis is a original channel चा y-axis कुठे आहे हो? हा, ओरिजिनल चॅनलचा y-axis म्हणजे कोणता आहे? Who will tell? Are you getting my question? ओरिजिनल चॅनल सेक्शनचा y-axis कोणता आहे या ठिकाणी? दिस y1 y1 and y2 y2 काय आहेत? हे तुमच्या चॅनलचं एक्स ऍक्सिस वाय ऍक्सिस आहे. ओके, बट इफ वी कंबाईन दिस टू देन युअर वाय ऍक्सिस विल शिफ्ट. येते काय? लक्षात येते का तुमच्या? ज्यावेळी
Yes,
तुम्ही दोन्ही चॅनल सेक्शन कंबाईन करताय त्यावेळी याचा वाय ऍक्सिस शिफ्ट होतोय की नाही? मग तो वाय ऍक्सिस म्हणजे कोणता झाला? वाय वाय,
मिडल मधला y.
मधला वाय वाय झाला. मग हा वाय वाय आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा असेल तर आपल्याला या पद्धतीने कॅल्क्युलेट करायला लागतं. 2 into IYY plus AH square. हा फॉर्म्युला यूज करायला लागतो. सो नाउ 2 into IYY. हाऊ मच व्हॅल्यू ऑफ IYY?
504.8.
504.8. Okay,
10
into
raised
10
to
raised
4.
to 3 4, sorry,
4.
into 10 raised to 4 plus area of I section, sorry, channel section 6239, correct? Into H. So how much H here? How to calculate H? कुठून कुठपर्यंत आहे बघा H ची व्हॅल्यू?
ग्रॉस एरिया आहे ना तिथे.
हा, ए बरोबर आहे की. ए म्हणजेच ग्रॉस एरिया हो तुमचा. AG
6293 आहे.
6293 आहे का?
येस.
ओके, 6293. 6293. Okay, so now H, what is H? H is from, this is your H, from CG of channel to the CG of combined or built up channel. Built up channel चा CG हा कोणता आहे? Y. आणि सिंपल चॅनलचा एका चॅनलचा CG आहे Y2 or Y1. या दोन्हीतलं या दोन्हीच्या CGचं जे डिस्टन्स आहे दॅट इज H. नाउ हाऊ वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट H? हू विल टेल मी? दिस इज CYY. Total is back to back is yes. Now this is H. So how we can calculate? S by 2 I will write S by 2 minus CYY. Sorry, again I have confused to you. This is not a CYY. CYY is here. इथून इथपर्यंत CYY असतं. तुम्ही फिगर पाहताय ना, दिस इज CYY. दिस इज CYY. चॅनलच्या वेबच्या पासून ते इकडचं कुठं कसं दाखवणार आपण? This is CYY. Please correct this. Sorry, I have shown wrongly. This is your CYY value. वेबच्या फेस पासून ते CG पर्यंतचे डिस्टन्स हे तुमचं काय आहे? CYY. Got it? So now whatever I have written, please see here. Whatever I have written, S by 2 minus CYY is the value of H. Is this correct? Total
साइन प्लस S by 2 plus CYY
S by 2.
plus CYY.
See, this is S by 2, correct? This is S by 2, correct? See the figure.
Yes sir.
हा, मग हे S by 2 आहे. H कुठून कुठपर्यंत आहे हो? हे H आहे, रेड इंडिकेट केलेलं. मग आता काय करावं लागेल हो? आणि हे CYY आहे. हा, मग लिहिलेलं मी बरोबर आहे का?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir, तू दिलेलं
काय?
पॉझिटिव्ह दिलंय म्हणून विचारलं मी.
पॉझिटिव्ह दिलं होतं. ओके, का दिलं होतं पॉझिटिव्ह? चला तिथं जाऊया आपण परत. ठीक आहे, आता परत इकडे या. पॉझिटिव्ह ह्या कंडिशन साठी दिलं होतं. पॉझिटिव्ह कशासाठी दिलं होतं? कंडिशन चेंज झाली हो, त्याच्यामुळं. ठीक आहे, तिथं फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये चेंज करा थोडासा. कंडिशन्स आहेत. ओके, आता ही कंडिशन म्हणजे काय? चॅनल्स आर प्लेस्ड बॅक टू बॅक आणि इथं चॅनल्स आर प्लेस्ड फेस टू फेस. ही कंडिशन आता प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये होती. ही कंडिशन नाहीये प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये. बॅक टू बॅक. नाव दिस इज यस. दिस इज CYY and this is your total H. या ठिकाणी काय होते बघा, H ची व्हॅल्यू कॅल्क्युलेट करायची. H ची व्हॅल्यू कॅल्क्युलेट करायला असेल तर काय करायला लागते? या ठिकाणी S by 2 plus CYY लागतंय करायला. बरोबर आहे का?
Yes sir.
इन दिस केस, या केस मध्ये प्लस करावं लागतं आणि या केस मध्ये मायनस करावं लागतं. आलं का दोन्ही गोष्टी लक्षात? ते सांगतो.
Yes, sir.
If channels are placed back to back, this condition is there. If channels are placed face to face, this condition will be there. आलं लक्षात ना? Okay. So now find the value of S. Okay, find the value of S now. 504.8 into 10 raised to 4 plus 6293 into S by 2 minus how much value of CYY? CYY value किती आहे? लिहिले पाठीमागच्या त्याच पेज वरती आहे. किती वेळ लावता तुम्ही सांगायला?
CYY.
24.2. Now this is a IYY value. So now here unknown is what? S. So now we have to find this unknown S. So for this calculation of S, so here we have to find to find S, equate this IZZ and IYY. So IZZ is equal to IYY is equal to, we have to write here. So this is 301.65 into 10 raised to 6 is equal to 2 into 504.8. Solve this equation and please tell me value of S. Everyone please solve this. S by 2 minus 24.2. Find this and tell me.
सर याचे स्क्वेअर आहे ना.
Okay, here yes square is there. Good. Thank you for correct me. S square is there. So please solve this and calculate the value of S. येतंय का? कॅल्क्युलेट झाला येस. Yes. Have you calculated? Who has calculated? One answer I got in chat box. Other, please put. Please do the fast calculations. Are you able to calculate how much time required? So shall I go with one answer? Okay, I will go with one answer. Okay, so I got one answer, that is S is equal to 412.60 mm. Is this correct? So we can decrease this spacing, but don't increase, because this is a required spacing between two channels. If we provide these two channels like this is the required spacing. Yes, so S is equal to spacing between these two channels. So this we have provided, but what, this is a requirement, so we cannot increase greater than this. So S is equal to, we can assume 410. आपण समजू की 410 आपण प्रोव्हाइड करू, त्याच्यापेक्षा दिस इज द रिक्वायरमेंट, त्याच्यापेक्षा कमी प्रोव्हाइड करायचं नाही, ग्रेटर देन प्रोव्हाइड करायचं नाही, बिकॉज if we provide greater, then there will be buckling or maybe other disturbances. Okay, so got it? So this is yes. Now go to step number 9. Next step number 9. So what is step number 9? Design what? Lacing system. Design lacing system. But they have not told about the design of lacing. There may be a single lacing or double lacing. Correct? So we'll design single lacing here. Okay. So design lacing system. So what we have to calculate first in design of lacing system? Assume what we have to assume. Please see the procedure. Don't waste time.
Assume the range of lacing system.
Assume
Range of lacing system.
inclination range. Assume inclination of lacing flat. So it means that we will find that is a 45 degree. Okay, so inclination like this. So this inclination, it means this is the theta. Got it? So this theta, we have assumed here 45. Got it? So then next, what next we have to calculate? Calculate calculate horizontal length. What is second step? Please speak loudly. तुम्ही माझा टाइम खूप वेस्ट करताय बरं का. If you are not focusing, then tell me. I will go my way.
Sir, S plus G plus G.
मग
Horizontal
that is
length.
मग हेच आहे का? स्टेप 2 काय आहे ते मी विचारतोय. तो स्पेसिंग
Yes, sir,
बिटवीन
तेच आहे.
horizontal length, that is S plus G. But now here काय दात काढताय राव, तुम्हाला सांगून पण ऐक. Okay, actually here what happened, if channels placed like this is yes, and then we have to add G plus G. But now here our channels are like this. Then what we will do? Then here yes is what? This is your yes. Okay.
मायनस करावं लागेल ना. Yes, minus G.
Either we can use directly S value, it will be good, no problem. Or we can use with the help directly we can use here yes. कारण का इथं ऍड करायची गरजच नाहीये. येस म्हणजे एन टू एन डिस्टन्स आहे. इथं येस हे इन टू एन होतं, म्हणून आपल्याला प्लेट या ठिकाणी या सेक्शन वरती तुमच्या प्लेट लेसिंग फ्लॅट आहे तो या सेक्शन वरती तुम्हाला लॅप करायचा आहे. पण नंतर तुम्हाला ऍडिशनल डिस्टन्स पाहिजे होतं जी, म्हणून आपण त्या ठिकाणी जी प्लस जी ऍड केलं. पण या केसमध्ये केस चेंज होते. इफ वी चेंज दिस केस, देन व्हॉट वी कॅन डू, काय करू शकतो आपण, डायरेक्टली आपण काय करायचं, तर एस इज द हॉरिझॉन्टल लेंथ ऑफ द लेसिंग फ्लॅट. डायरेक्टली एसच घ्यायचं. सो हियर इन दिस केस this yes will be the horizontal distance. So this is 410 mm. Got it? 410 mm ची आपण inclined plate या external face to external face gauge. Okay. Okay. So then this is the yes. This is the yes. Now what is third step? What third step we have to calculate?
Transverse shear resisted by flat.
Transverse shear resisted. Transverse shear to be resisted. Okay. So how much transverse shear resisted by lacing flat? By lacing flat. How to calculate that is VT. So VT is equal to 2.5% of factor load, correct? 2.5% of factor load. So 2.5 divided by 100 into Factored load is a 1800 kilonewton. So how much kilonewton is the transverse shear?
45.
45 kilonewton. This load will be coming on this transverse shear. Are you getting? This 45 kilonewton load will be coming on this particular flat. Got it? Okay, so this is the third step. Now go to the next step. Okay, so shall I go to the next step?
Yes,
Number
sir.
4. Number 4. What is next step? Shear to be resisted. Shear to be resisted by each end of lacing flat. Correct? Lacing flat. So VT by 2. VT by 2. So how much VT? VT is a
45.
45 by 2 is equal to
22.5.
22.5 kilonewton is the shear resisted by each end. So it means total is a 45. So on this end and on this one. So here 22.5 kilonewton and here 22.5 kilonewton. Are you getting? Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the transverse shear by each end. म्हणजे एका एंडला 22.5 किलोन्यूटन एवढा त्या लेसिंग फ्लॅट वरती लोड येणार. So next 5. Number 5. What? Inclined length of lacing flat. So inclined length of lacing flat we have to calculate 1 upon cos 45. So why cos 45? Because theta is 45 into horizontal length of lacing flat. So 1 divided by cos 45 into 1 divided by cos 45 into horizontal length. How much horizontal length? 110.
I use say 19.82.
9.82 mm. Okay, number 6. What?
Minimum thickness of lacing plate.
Minimum thickness of lacing flat. Okay. So that is T. So how to calculate T, minimum thickness of lacing flat? So the thickness of lacing flat is calculated by using two formulas. So there is formula for single lacing and formula for double lacing. So we are using here single lacing, correct? As I shown you sketch, this is a single lacing. Are you getting? This is a single lacing. So,
1/14 to inclination angle of lacing.
so this is again very important for MCQ examination. 1/14 to inclined length. Inclined length of lacing flat. 114 to inclined length is 579.82. So how much thickness?
14.49.
14.49
9.
mm. 14.49 mm. Okay, so generally we are providing the flats in the range of, it means available thickness is 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, like this. So now this will be the so what we have to do? So what thickness we have to say here? Either 14 or either 16. Either 14 or either 16.
14.
का 14 करायची? गरज आहे 14.49. 14 केल्यावर तुटून गेल्यानंतर फेल झाल्यावर काय करू? कोण रिस्पॉन्सिबल? चौदा 14.49 गरज आहे तर आपण 16 प्रोव्हाइड करायची, से 16 mm. आपण मगाशी स्पेसिंग जे आहे ते स्पेसिंग कमी केलं का? जितकं जवळ आणू तितकं लोड जास्त घेईल का जितकं लांब नेईल तेवढं जास्त लोड घेईल? प्रत्येक ठिकाणी रिझन आहे. हे डिस्टन्स जर आपण वाढवलं यस तर हे बकल होईल, फेल होऊन जाईल, म्हणून कमी केलं. बघा ह्या गोष्टी ऍज अन सिव्हिल इंजिनियर आपल्या लक्षात आल्या पाहिजेत. या ठिकाणी तुमचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया इन्क्रीज होईल जर यस वाढवला तर. आर यू गेटिंग? या ठिकाणी वाढवायची आहे कारण गरज आहे 14.49 ची, म्हणून 16 करायचं आहे. तिथं काय होतं, रिक्वायरमेंट होती कमीची, म्हणजे 410 12 पॉईंट हीची, पण ते वाढवलं तर आपलं मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया इन्क्रीज होईल आणि बकलिंग जास्त होईल, स्पेसिंग जास्त होईल. तर म्हणून ते कमी करायचं होतं आपल्याला. म्हणजे कुठं कमी करायचं कुठं जास्त करायचं ह्याचं या गोष्टीचं या डिपेंड्स अपॉन थिकनेस और अवेलेबल थिकनेस इन मार्केट, त्याच्यावर आपण ठरवायचं. ह्या थिकनेस अवेलेबल आहेत या साईजच्या म्हणून ती 16 करायची आहे. ह्याच्यापेक्षा कमी केली तर फेल होऊन जाईल ना. 14.49 ची गरज आहे तर ती 16 केली पाहिजे. ओके, सो दिस इज दी युअर okay. So now go to the next. So what is next? 7. What is 7? Barshep?
Assume width
As
of
a width
lacing
of lacing flat.
So assume width of lacing flat, that is W is equal to how much we will assume? We will assume 50 mm. Okay. So here we can write hence provide size of 410 horizontal length, width is 50 and thickness is 16 mm. So this is the our flat, lacing flat, to connect these two channels. What it? Then number 8. What is number 8? I think slenderness ratio. Correct? Slenderness ratio. Okay. So we have reached, by mistake I have disconnected. So where we reach, I think 8 number, slenderness ratio. Slenderness ratio for lacing plat. Okay, so that is lambda is equal to, how we can calculate, incline length of lacing plat divided by what?
R minimum.
R minimum. So here R minimum, how we can calculate? R minimum is under root
T
of t
upon
by 12. So t is a 16 divided by 12. So how much?
Sir, t by square root of 12, no?
T by square root of 12, like a.
Oh,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you. T by square root of 12 means t is a 16 divided by square root of 12. So how much?
4.61.
4.61 R minimum. So lambda is equal to inclined length, how much? 579.82.
9.82.
So divided by under root of, sorry, divided by
4.61.
is a 4.61. So how much this?
125.77.
5.77. So it should be less than 145. Then provided lacing plat is a, हे जर 145 पेक्षा कमी असेल तर तुम्ही प्रोव्हाइडेड लेसिंग केलेली फ्लॅट बरोबर आहे. सो आय थिंक करेक्ट. ओके, सो हेन्स सेफ, हेन्स safe. So now we will calculate faster because our time is closing. So next, number 9. So number 9 is design compressive strength. Correct? Design compressive stress. Design compressive stress, that is FCD. So again we have to go page number 42, because for lacing flat also. So now our lambda is here now 125 point how much? 77. So it means this is 120, this is 130. 130. So this is lambda 1, this is lambda 2, this is FCD 1, FCD and FCD 2. So find this value and calculate FCD by using this formula. FCD 1 minus lambda 1 divided by lambda 2 minus lambda 1 into FCD1 minus FCD2. So this is the FCD value in Newton per mm square. And step number 10 is design compressive strength. Design compressive strength, that is PD. So PD is equal to FCD into AG. So AG is the here. So AG is what?
W into T.
W into T. So W is our 50, T is a 60. So this should be greater than VT by 2, correct? So tell me value of FCD first. Till time I will take attendance. Okay. And one more step is remaining, that is the calculation of number of bolt. So that is a very simple step that you can continue. So this is the problem or solution of design of built up column by using lacing system. So lacing system use करून we can design the built up column in this way. Okay. So and you can continue next step as I have given procedure. So please tell me first, but that FCD value. I will not go now in the IS code. For 120, how much FCD1?
83.7.
83.7. For 130,
74.3.
74.3. And FCD for this. How you calculated? झाला calculate FCD
78.27.
78.27. So here 78.27. So how much this value? Calculation. How much this PD value?
62 kilonewton.
How much? Loudly.
62.
62.61
61 into 10 raised to 3.
62.61
61.
kilonewton. 62.61 kilonewton. It means greater than this. Again, hence safe. Okay. So whatever provided, a plate is taking 62 kilonewton load and at one end, and the load coming is a 22.5. It means safe. So in this way, you can now continue with the next step, that is calculation of bolt. So very easy, within 2-3 minutes you can calculate number of bolts at each end. ये 22 किलोन्यूटन जितना लोड येतोय, so number of bolts means we have to provide here. So how much bolt required, that you can calculate at each end. Okay, so in this way, this is the design of lacing flat, built up column by using lacing flat. Okay, so we will close here and we will see the next type, that is the design of batten, in the next lecture. So we will close here. Okay, I will stop here.